Okay. Okay, so good morning everyone and welcome back in today's class. Okay, so we are on the day number, not 12 actually, it's approximately day number 7 or 8 is there. Okay, we're on the Wednesday here. Okay, now we are actually into the service now area. Nothing on the ITL, nothing on the ITSM, no other area we're going to be discussing here. We are specifically, we're mainly discussing in the service now. Okay. To access any kind of a tool, to access any kind of a application, to access any kind of a device. Okay, when I say device specifically, I'm talking about the computers or kind of things. You need some username, password to enter in that particular platform, tool, device, gadget, anything I can be same. Some are without username password and some are the username password. Like if you want to order something from the e-commerce website, minimum you need to create your account, and that we call as a user account. And after that, you do your top ups for the prime, non-prime, super, unsuper, no super, and to the super. These things are the specific role has been given to you on that particular part. Okay, so in service now we have three major things are here. Okay, user creation, group creation, and the role assignment. Why I said the role assignment, not the role creation. Okay, let me open the notepad here as well. Mhm. Here. Okay, few things we discuss in this manner as well, sometime on the notepad. So we have a user, we have a group, and we have a role. Okay, if I go as per the simple or layman language, user means any person who want to access my system and his account should be there. Account is still a bigger word. He or she should be exist in my database. Then I say it is a user. Either it is a active, it is a non-active. Like if I take example, suppose you install one app on your mobile phone. Okay, you install, you use 1 or 2 days. After that, you are not using that, but it is still installed in your system. Okay, so in the app database, you are still a user there. Either you are active and non-active, that is the second part, but you are still a user. If you log in, you will be able to access that application. Now the term called the group. As per the, I'll not say as per the ITL, or I can say as per the layman or the standard language which you use. Group means a set of people who work for a common goal. Like we are a group of ServiceNow lovers or ServiceNow learners. Okay, so our main goal is that exchange the knowledge and enhance the knowledge. यहाँ पर ऐसा नहीं है कि नहीं भाई ऐसा नहीं है that only I want to increase the knowledge. If I am providing you the training, my intention also to increase my knowledge. If you are getting the knowledge, your intention also to increase your knowledge and to increase my knowledge with the specific questions as well. So that is the purpose of the group. Now the term role exists here. Let's take example. Now we are four people: Ronald, Ankit, Surya, and Virendra is there. Okay, let's take example. Ronald invited everyone at their home. Atul, Veer, Surya, and Kunal, and Ankit. Okay, Atul is allowed to enter into the room of Ronald as well. Rest people are not allowed. They are guests. They can sit in the guest room only. They cannot go in other room. But I am allowed to go into the kitchen. I am allowed to go in Ronald room. I am allowed to go in Ronald's parents' room as well, in balcony as well, in his bar as well. Anywhere I can go in his room. Why? Because the term role exists here. I have a role. I have a relationship. Because Ronald say, Mom, my teacher is coming. Like in normal language, we say, my teacher is coming. Don't stop him to enter any of the place. He's my teacher here. He's allowed to go anywhere. But Ankit, Veer, Surya, and Kunal, Mom, these are my friends. They're not allowed to come inside other than the living room. So it means this role is not given to other four, but given to me only. Okay. As per the practice, I'll not say as per the practice, as per the best practice, never ever assign a role to user. Never. Okay. Always assign a role to the group and add member in the group. Add member in this group. The reason I want to know from your side. My statement is very simple. Let me go in again in Hindi kind of things. कभी भी किसी यूजर को आप कोई रोल डायरेक्ट नहीं देंगे. नंबर वन. रिकमेंडेशन इज दैट अगर आपको किसी भी यूजर को कोई भी रोल देना है, इफ यू वांट टू गिव एनी रोल टू एनी ऑफ द यूजर, always give to the group. Why? What is the benefit of giving a role to the group, not to a user? Yes, Surya.
If you give a role to a user, only that particular user will have the access. So
Okay.
if you give the role to the group, whoever joins into that group will have that access.
Okay, one point. Yes, Virendra, you are saying something.
Yeah, management becomes very easy through controlling the group.
Okay, I'll stop you here. You say management. What kind of management is here?
So if any guy whom we want to give what kind of accesses, what kind of restrictions, what kind of authority is right, all these things can be controlled through assigning role, through creating a right roles and the groups.
So can I say that we are specifically talking about the user management, user or access management?
Correct, Adam.
Okay, okay. Ankit, what do you say? Why this best practice is required here?
Because the business would consist of many users, not one single user.
Okay.
So any addition to that particular group or that particular assignment group would require to create more roles. It's better to add the roles on group instead of people.
Okay. Now I put one example here. Okay, let's take example. I am the VP of a company. Okay. Without my approval, a change will not move forward. Okay, take example is easy. I am the VP of a company. Every change should be go by my approval. It means I need a approval license. Agree on this part? Right? Now the question come, will you assign the role to me directly, or will you go and create a group only for me?
I'll create a group only for you.
But it is a wastage, right? Only one person is there.
Yeah, but in case if that person is not there, maybe due to leave or something, then it's easier to add a backup to that group and then remove it. So
Kunal,
adding
what do you? Okay, I got your point, Ronald. Kunal, what do you think?
No, for like means I go with the individual level here. Means if any VP and something is there.
Okay.
But yeah, means as you ask like ki, what is the benefit and all. So as my experience, I feel group is okay. Otherwise, if we are giving that role to the end user and even that user going to add in another group, it might be the case we face like what I say, like role overriding things.
Correct. Correct. So it is always the best practice that never ever assign a role to the user directly. Always create a group and then assign the role. Either it is a one user or it is 100 of users. That is the biggest benefit. And the second benefit is that everybody is saying that, okay, we will add the user will get a role, but it is good if I am moving out from the company, you will remove my name from that group and all the roles gone automatically. So it is the inheritance come here. If any group has a role, all the members will get that role automatically. Now, if you add any member or if you add any role, member will get the role automatically. So this is the fundamental, and try to use this practice in the dev, test and the production as well. Production definitely it should be there. Okay. Sometime what happened? I'll tell you one example from the practical part. Sometime what happened that my customer has a requirement and he says, Atul, can you give a role to these users for the report admin? I have options. Either I can give a separate role to each user, or what I'll do, I will create a group, add those members in that group, and then give that role to the group. Now here the important term come into the picture. in ServiceNow, we have a type of groups as well that we will show, that we'll see in the practical part. Okay, now what I will do, you can see here I log in as a system admin here. Now I will create a user. I'll show that how to get a user, and maybe someone can note down here. I will create a user for Ronald. Okay, Ronald will create a user for Virendra. Virendra will create a user for Ankit. Ankit will create a user for Surya, and Surya will create a user for Kunal. And Kunal, you will create a user for myself. Okay, remember this sequence. I'll just create a user for Ronald here and show you. Then you have to do the user creation in my instance. So my instance link is here. Let me give everyone this instance link. So going forward, you can use this instance. Okay, and you can update in group. Okay, user has been done, so that next person will be aware that he need to be create a next user. Now, as we see that this is the navigator part, so this user group role done in the user admin. So you can see here user, and you can see here this one, user administration. Okay, this user administration is my module and these are my application. So I need to create a user here. Number one, click on the user. Okay, let me go and click on the new. It is simple, but the point is that in this particular form, many things we need to be discussed. First point, this view is called the form view. Yesterday we saw the list view, right? When the things are appearing in the list, it is the form view. Few things are very common here, you can see. Okay, because you are working in my instance, so you have a field called company as a mandatory. But in your instance, as of now, this field not available. User ID is Ron and COU. Okay, okay. You. It is his user ID. I'll put the same thing, Ron and COU. Company, as of now, let's everybody put one company only. ACM America, something is there, right? ACM Africa. Let's put everyone. We will discuss this thing little later, maybe after 20-25 days when we're going to discuss on the domain separation. Then we will discuss. Title, Mr. Department. Okay, now things are little important to understand here. You can see this icons here, right? This icon is there, this is there, this is there. What is the difference between this and this? This magnify glass and this down arrow. What is the difference?
Magnifier glass will have multiple entries, and drop down arrow will have finite entries.
नहीं, no, Ronald, मजा नहीं आया. कुछ और, कोई anyone else?
Magnifying glass gives a reference to another table, wherein the drop down has a specific set of entries that you can add and that you can select on.
Okay, if you say this magnifier glass refer to the other table, so it means this field is not in this table, user table.
Yeah, that's right. It's dependent on that.
No, it will be dependent on the user list, company list.
My simple point is that on the user table, okay, this is the user table. Maybe tomorrow we'll discuss on the tables part as well. On the user table, I have a field called the company. Ankit say it is a reference. Agree. Now I have a question. Is this company field is on the user table or I'm calling on the user table?
Calling on the user table.
It means a reference field means a field which already have a table in the database, but not the part of this particular or the parent table, right? That is the thing of this magnify. And when I say the reference means this particular field is belong or contain the information about the companies only, not anything else. Like if I say department. Okay, let me click on this magnify glass. So now you can see here. This is user table and this is department table here. It means I am calling the department field on the user table to populate the records. Like take example, when we are be taking admission in universities or the school or the colleges specifically, we have to fill the form, and that form contains multiple sections. The first section will about your personal information. Second section is your parents or the father or mother income. Why they need? Because they need this record to support your admission. Then they need information about the family background. Are you living with your grandparents or they're staying with you? How many family members are there? Why? Because those information build up or support your what I can say record in the actual practical way. Let me give you example here. I'm not sure that there's a many school in Pune nowadays. I heard they have a condition that one of the parents should be non-working. You should be living with your grandparents either from the father side or either from the mother's side. You should be in the area of the 20 kilometers only or 10 kilometers only. Even though those information are not directly belongs to you, but these information support you to get admission, and that is called the reference here. Why school wants to know about your grandparents? You are be taking admission, not your grandparents, but they need a support in the background. So this is the purpose of the reference field here. In the reference field, this is coming from the different table and this is a different table. How this work we will see in the later on. Okay, so when I say the reference field, if you add any new department, it will be appear here automatically, or in this particular list, it will be appear here. But in this case, you have to be added manually in the drop down value, only then it will be appear. These called the choices. These are the choice list specifically, that what choice you want to be selected. Okay, so department I'm leaving here. Domain path, you can leave it here. Ronald, your password is small admin. Okay, and everybody will set the same password. Okay, now important point. Suppose you register for a net banking first time, or you get a username password from your bank first time. Okay, as soon as you log in into the net banking, you enter your password which you get from the bank only. A pop-up come into the picture. Please enter your new password. Yes or no? It comes,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
From where it
Definitely,
come?
yeah.
From where it come? It is again a configuration, nothing else. So in ServiceNow we have an option here, this one, password need reset. Let me click this. Okay, RUNCOU. Let me save Ronald account now. I'll show this thing. Then I log out from here. Okay, now I log in as a Ronald. You right?
Hmm.
Now I click on the login. See, I tick that box. Password need reset. Only then this come. If I remove that, it will not come. So this is again a configuration, nothing else. Always remember one thing, in the ServiceNow or maybe in any other tool, nothing is working automatically. Everything has been defined by people like us to make them work as an automatic. Okay, so I'm not resetting your password here. Let me go and log in with my ID only. I'm not sure it will allow me or not. Okay, I'm putting your password as RONCOU in the small. Okay, Ronald.
RON?
RONCOU.
Okay.
RONCOU. Maybe you can try in the background quickly. Okay.
Okay.
Oops. Oh, it will not allow. Okay, now this thing, good. This question come. Password must contain minimum 8 characters, maximum 40 characters, at least one lowercase, all these things. This message also has been defined in ServiceNow. I'll give you one example here. One of my customer, He was not happy to go live. He done the UT sign off, everything has been done, documentation, everything has been done. He says, I want the length of my password minimum 16 character. I said, boss, ServiceNow giving the 8. He says, as per my company policy, it should be 16 character. Then we make a change in our rules here, policies here, and then we work out on that particular option here. Okay, now the second homework for you today. You need to be find out from where this error message is coming. सिर्फ फाइंड आउट करना एरर मैसेज कहां से आ रहा है, करना कुछ नहीं है, सिर्फ फाइंड आउट फ्रॉम वेयर दिस एरर मैसेज इज कमिंग. व्हाई आई एम टेलिंग यू, बिकॉज these are the minute thing which can stop your movement in the service now. That person take 3 days until he did not get this agreement that now it's showing 16 character. He was not allowed us to be go live. And these are the practical things which I actually face. Even though when I asked him a little about on that part, because I'm a consultant, I asked him, okay, boss, tell me, what is your company password policy? ServiceNow is a tool you are using, right? But you have some company policy as well. He says my company policies is only for the 7 character, maximum 7 character, minimum 4 character there. Then I fight with that guy. Your company policy is only for the 7 character, and you are building a high, what I can say, high password policy on the ServiceNow. What is the purpose of that? So in these cases, we have to be fight as well. And these are the ground level discussions we have to do. I agree. If your company has a policy that minimum 20 character should be there, I'm happy to support you. But अगर आपकी खुद की कंपनी की पॉलिसी 7 characters की है, तो ServiceNow को लेके 16 character का क्या करोगे आप? Because it is tough for the people to remember this much password. Okay. Second, you can give an option of the SSO as well. Single sign-on you can give to them. Okay. Ronald, you can reset your password by your own यार. मैं अगर करूँगा तो फिर दिक्कत हो जाएगी. Okay.
हाँ ठीक है.
It will not allow me to move forward now, I'm sure. It will not allow. Let me log in as admin directly. Okay.
Atul, like, can
Yes.
we log into multiple instances at the same time? Like, if I'm having my personal instance, right? So
You
at the
can.
same time,
You can log in. Ronald, it will not allow me to do.
No problem. I'm just changing.
You just change.
Yeah.
I'll open the cognito mode. One more thing important here to be note down. Okay, many companies, specifically a company who want to buy ServiceNow, what they say, create one account, my all employees will use the same account. Never ever do this thing, because ServiceNow subscription model or the license engine is very strong. They will catch you in a few minutes only that one person is using with the multiple IDs. Sorry, a multiple person using the same ID. Okay, so avoid these things in the practical format. If a user want to log in, ask him, I'll create your account. That's all. Okay, now I come here. You can do the changes easily, Ronald, now.
Okay, you've given me that role.
No, I'll give you now. Let's come to your point here. Okay. So we are doing for the Ronald run. Okay. Let me open his account now. So this has been done. I can set the Ronald email ID. Ronald, put your email ID as well, because this is required when we go for the email notification part. Okay.
Okay.
Then you can set the language you want to integrate with the calendar. You can do time zone, date format, phone number, photo. You can do all the things here. Okay. Now there's the 2 things you can see here. Logged out and active. What is the difference between logged out and active? Any idea?
Active means the user is an active user who can access the services.
Okay.
And locked out would be you lock that person's account, so you temporarily disable that user from accessing.
Okay. Okay. Suppose I'm leaving a company now. Okay.
Hmm.
What option you will follow me? You will logged out my account or you will active my or deactivate my account?
Deactivate.
Why not logged out?
Locked out is like a temporary solution. I mean,
Okay,
I'm
let's
just guessing.
okay.
I'm just guessing.
Let's take example. You deactivate my account. Okay.
Hmm.
I call to customer care or the executive service executive. I say, hey
Hmm.
boss, can you check my account? And
Hmm.
he will activate it.
Right.
Then what happens?
Then that person will be able to log in again.
Right. So what practice we follow specifically in case if anyone leaving, make it as a logged out, not active. Remove this active part.
Okay.
Okay. One option should be checked at a one time.
Okay.
So it will work like an end condition somewhere in the background. It will not allow user to log in because it is logged out because password is wrong, but it is not active. In this case, a service agent can ask why it has been logged out and you're not active. You're not the employee of the company now. All these things will be there. Okay. Now this thing has been done. Let's impersonate Ronald here. As of now, Ronald has no role, right? Other than this SNC internalizer by default role has been given to everyone, right? Let's see what option Ronald is able to see. Impersonate Ronald here. Okay, so I am here as a Ronald. Ronald is able to see only with the limited things. Let's see if he's able to raise the incident. He can raise incident, but the view of incident is little different. Click on the new. Only 3 options are there. This one means it this time Ronald is only an end user and he don't have any license with him. He don't have any role with him so that he can perform the other activities in the system. Now the concept come for the group management. Let's create a new group here. Okay. I generally follow this shortcut here, user admin, easy to search and then go click on the groups. Already we have a lot of groups given by ServiceNow in the demo part, but we will create our new group here. Group name batch 6. Okay. Who is the manager of this group? Anyone can be a manager of this group. Now, what is the purpose of keeping manager here? The purpose of keeping manager is that in case, because few of the projects where I work, if you want to add any new member or if you want to remove any member from the group, this person need to be approved. That is the reason we have a manager concept here. As of now, out of the box, there is a no limitation, there is a no validation, there is a no linking of manager in the approval, rejection, or addition or deletion of a member. It is just for the purpose that, okay, this person is accountable for maintaining this particular group. So let me put, it's my name. Group email ID. Everybody know like we have a shared mailbox, right? If you want to put here, then you can, the email will go to that particular group only. Let me put my email ID. Okay, I am coming on this question as well. Now, concept of the parent group. Okay, every record has a parent and child. I am a batch 6. What is the parent of this group? I can say the parent of this group is a learn, a grow. Something is there. Yes, learn and grow is a parent group. Now another homework for you. What is the purpose of parent and child relationship in the group management? I'll give you some scenarios and then you can troubleshoot your points. Someone please note down these points here for the question part. Number 1, if I assign any incident to parent, will it go to the child as well? Number 1, yes or no? If I assign any incident to the child, will my parent is able to work on that or it will show to parent or not? Yes or no? These two are the important point. Basically, the first case is be there that if you assign any incident to parent, your child will be also access that and work on that particular record. Okay, but practically you need to be see. Maybe not today, day after tomorrow, day after tomorrow, when we go for this incident management in the depth, then you can check this part. But remember this point here. Then you can put the description. It is what is the purpose of this group and all they will be there. Now in this discussion, I said that group has a type. Suppose if I say example, there is a group called ITL type. There's a group for the approval. Okay, it means if I put any group, if I put this group as a type ITIL, what will happen? Let me show you the incident management form. Okay, if I put this group as a ITIL, then this group will be available here for the selection. If I did not put as a ITIL, this group will not come for the selection. That is the purpose of the type. So by default, we keep every group as a ITL, which you want to show into the incident change, problem request, or knowledge management in the assignment group. Okay, how we can do it is again, see, unlock, and it is again a reference. Let me open this if I have some data here or not. See, these many groups are available given by ServiceNow as out of the box. I can say it is a ITL group. And this. Save. My group is ready now, but this group neither have a role, neither have a members. Let me show you one thing here. Let's reload this form. Batch 6 is appearing here because it is a ITL one. But there is a no member here, right? So in this case, okay, this thing important. Why I'm showing this part basically in the change management, specifically in the change management. If you are using this group for the approval and this group don't have any member, your approval will be stuck or it will bypass. That is the reason it's always recommended whenever you're creating a group, at least put one member in the group so that there's the functionality should be work in a smooth manner. Now what I will do, I will add group member here, edit and add Ronald here. These are called the slush buckets, 1 and 2, left and right slush buckets are there. Why I'm putting these things? Because these questions has been asked in the certification exam, CSA as well. RONCOU. अरे क्या हुआ? Yep, here it is. Ronald. Click and save. One member has been added. Now what I will do, I will give a role to this group and I click on the edit here. For our batch, I am giving a role called a system admin to everyone because that is required for everyone. Let me search for the admin. This one. Okay. Click. And save. Now you see here, as soon as give the admin role, Ronald is getting a lot of roles here. Don't worry about this HR and all because these are the plugin I installed on my system. Okay, you can try the same thing in your personal instance. So few roles will be assigned automatically. And now you can say admin role has been given to Ronald. Now if I impersonate as the Ronald here. And will go here. Now you can see the list is bigger. Even Ronald is able to see all the custom tables as well. because he's an admin. These are the tables, these are the modules created by my previous students. So you can see here, right? So this is the purpose of putting the things into the group. Now I come back on the same concept again. We done discussion on the user, we done discussion on the group. Now question come to the role. Why role is important here, or what roles are available here? Admin and click on the role. See, 824 roles are available in my instance because I have a plugin installed as well. Okay, now I'll give this work to okay, Ankit, ये नोट एक बार नोट करो जरा ये पॉइंट. Okay, read about admin. You can search here like this. Read about admin. Read about ITL admin. Okay, what is this ITL admin? What is the difference between these two? Read. Okay, then read about the list updater. It is a rule. List updater is a rule. This one. Okay, read about the business stakeholder rule. This one. Okay, then read about what I can say workspace. No. Is there kya? Okay, you guys need to read about these 5 rules. Okay, and what you have to do now. We will not get any new rule. Okay, as of now, we will not get any new rule. Let me come on this side. What is the homework for everyone? Number 1, everyone create the user for the other person. Thanks. Admin, ITL admin, business stakeholder, list updater. List updater is pending. You can add list updater as well. Okay, and add one more. User admin. Read about this user admin. Okay. And yes. Now homework. Once everyone account has been created. Okay, once everyone account has been created in my instance, what you have to do? You have to create minimum 5 new accounts of your friends. Husband, wife, mother, sister, brother, किसी के भी नाम से 5 अकाउंट बनाइए. Okay, then create a group of these 5 rules. अलग अलग ये सारे ग्रुप अलग अलग होंगे. एक एडमिन का होगा, एक आईटेल का होगा, आईटेल एडमिन का होगा, एक बिजनेस स्टेक होल्डर, एक लिस्ट अपडेटर, एक यूजर एडमिन. ये 6 अलग अलग ग्रुप बनाए इसी नाम से. और कैसे होगा? बैच 6 अंडरस्कोर एडमिन, बैच 6 अंडरस्कोर आईटेल, आईटेल एडमिन, बिजनेस स्टेक होल्डर. ओके, और इन 5 या 6 ग्रुप में अपना एक पर्सन ऐड करो. लेट्स टेक एग्जांपल, रोनाल्ड ने 6 यूजर अकाउंट बनाए, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. A should be added in the admin. B should be added in the ITL. C should be added in the ITL admin. D should be added in the business stakeholder. E should be added in the list updater, and F should be added in the user admin. हो गया ये काम. अब करना क्या है इसके बाद? Now try to impersonate with that user. Okay. Now try to impersonate with that user and see कि उसको ये रोल है, अगर एक रोल है तो वो क्या क्या कर पा रहा है, क्या क्या नहीं कर पा रहा है. I'll tell you, try to go for this user admin role. कि यूजर एडमिन देने के बाद एक यूजर क्या कर सकता है. इसमें से किसी को भी एडमिन, अच्छा एडमिन किसी को मत देना. इन 5 में से ये जो 5 ग्रुप बनेंगे, इसमें से किसी को भी आप एडमिन रोल नहीं दोगे. सिस्टम एडमिन आई एम टॉकिंग, नॉट द आईटेल एडमिन. सिस्टम एडमिन आई एम टॉकिंग. इसमें से किसी को भी आप सिस्टम एडमिन नहीं दोगे. हर यूजर के पास सिर्फ एक रोल होगा, दैट इज आईटेल, आईटेल एडमिन, स्टेक होल्डर, लिस्ट अपडेटर और द यूजर एडमिन. और फिर उनसे यू नीड टू बी ट्राई टू impersonate and see what is happening if I am giving this role to a user. what action, what activity he can perform if he has this role. और इसको करने से पहले that is what I'm saying, you need to be read about something on like this कि क्या कर सकता है. Try troubleshooting now. What he or she can do with this particular role. It is very, I'm just giving 5 or 6, but there's a lot of roles available. Like if I say incident manager. See, it can do the major incident as well. There's another role called the major. Okay, it is working like that. Okay, और MIM करके कुछ है क्या? नहीं है. Okay, let's go as a change manager. See what that person can do without ITL role, or ITL role is required to do any kind of activity here. Okay. Clear this exercise. Anyone has any doubt, any question, any clarification required here?
No, nothing like that. Thank you.
Atul, I just have one question.
Yes, yes, go ahead.
This parent group, right?
Mhm.
Is it mandatory? And I didn't get the purpose of it. I mean, why do you have to say?
Parent is not mandatory. Okay, parent is just basically to build up a hierarchy and use for the assignment purpose.
Like, can you give an example?
Let's do one thing. Let's go here and assign this ticket to learn and grow. Okay, and I put a caller as myself here.
So this is your parent group that you're assigning.
This is my parent group, and the child is batch number 6.
Correct.
Right.
Okay.
Let's save this incident first. Whatever, it should not take this much time. नहीं यार, इतना तो कुछ किया भी नहीं मैंने इसमें. Okay, it's taking a lot of time. Surprising.
Just try and refresh.
It's not. I just have one doubt. Maybe some policies or something is running in the background. Let it be reload quickly. My net connection is working fine. Okay, you can try one thing, Ronald, at your end. Okay, assign the incident to learn and grow. Okay, and check in the assign to, is your name is coming or not, because you are the child, right?
Right.
Of this group. So you're okay. It's working now. Oh. Learn and grow, and let's see who are the member here. This double asterisk means you can see values automatically here. No, it's not showing any user here. No. Need to be see that what mapping is there. Will be there. So that is the purpose of this learn and this parent-child relationship in the group management. Okay, you can try at your end. I also do at my end once again. Or maybe the problem is that learn and grow, I'm not the part. Need to see it's because sometimes it's give a problem because opened by and assigned to should not be the same. अगर मैं ही टिकट ओपन करूँ मुझे साइन हो रहा है तो गलत काम है as per the policies, right? So I'll check the example here and will update you, Ronald, on this case. Okay. So now this exercise need to be done by everyone. this one which we discussed, and with this you have to find out that from where this error is coming on the top. Okay, that is the first point. Second point which we are going to be discuss now, or maybe we can see here quickly. There is no BSR. If a parent group has a parent, the child role parent group. Something the similar which we are discussing, but let's see what people say on the community part here. Can someone explain the parent group? I would like to set up support function into 3 for the parent. Let's see what people say. The group has a parent, the child group inherits the role of the parent. That's fine. Okay. The member of the child group are not member of the parent group. Yes, I will take for example, if an incident assigned to a parent group, you click on the assign to lookup icon. Okay. That's fine. So the parent group, the benefit of the parent group is only that it will inherit the role from the parent only. And the exercise which we are doing, we are trying to see Ronald name is here, it will not come because that is not the purpose of that. So you can see here the member of child groups are not available. If an incident is assigned to the parent group, you click on the assign to lookup icon, only the member of the parent group will be available, not the child group. So that is the purpose. So only thing is that instead of giving the one role to child, better create a parent group and give the roles to that so that it can hide the other roles from the parent itself. That is the purpose of this parent group here. Generally, I saw in my experience people avoid to put the parent as well. People say, okay, let's have a separate group for the separate role only. Because what happened in that case, suppose a parent has an admin, which you don't want to give to the 2 members of the child group. Then what you will do? If you put the parent-child relationship, then all will get the admin rights as well. So in this case, people say, let's not put the parent and child relationship here. Okay.
But if you select the child group in the assignment group field, then only the child group members will be available.
Yes, right.
Okay. But if you put the parent, then it will pick up the child as well, all the child.
No. Child के member नहीं आएंगे कभी यहाँ पर अगर आप parent.
Oh, sorry. Right. Okay.
Right.
Oh.
The only thing which they are saying is that only for the role inheritance, nothing else.
Okay.
In the last line they say the member of the child group are not available. वो नहीं आएंगे. But still you can try. You can try at your end. Make a parent-child relationship, put one member in that, and then raise a change or the incident from there. Okay. So this is about our topic called the user group and role assignment here. Okay. Now what I will do, I'll pick up this system property tomorrow, but I'll do this update set. Okay. Any doubt till this point?
One doubt.
Yes,
if
go
it's possible, you can briefly show us how a role is created and on what parameters a role is created.
Okay.
I
So
have
you want
never
to
created it.
Even I never created because the first point is that you need to be identify that why we need a new role to be created. Okay. Because roles are basically licensing part and it is a customization here. Okay. Let me click on the new role here. And you have to put some kind of a access control on the same. See, it is for the subscription base basically, that what you want subscription. Name, let me say batch 6. Elevated privilege. Do you want to give this role as elevated privilege? I said yes, give it. Required subscription. Maybe you are not sure that it is required, and subscription means that you want to use this role for upcoming products which are going to buy from ServiceNow. So I can say unspecified here. Test H6. Save. Now here you have to give the information that on which table this roles is applicable. Okay, and if you are putting this role, which role it contains by default. Like I take example here, let me open this in the another window.
So creation of a new role would be a customization.
Customization, right? You have to maintain that part.
Okay.
Okay. Let me open this. So now you can see, if you give anyone ITL rule, right, that person gets these rule as well by default. This is the thing called the contain rules. Okay, it means, let's take example. I want to create a okay, Ronald, I'll confirm on that customization of the configuration part. I have a doubt here now. It is not a customization, it's a configuration only. Okay, let's take example. One of my customers says that, Atul, I want only few people can make a change, make a things change in the change record. I cannot give them the change manager rule, because if I give the change manager, they can override the approval as well. Okay, I cannot happy with the ITIL rule, because in that case they cannot approve or reject the change. That's fine. So in the middle of the path, we need to create one role called the change coordinator. Okay, and then I'll put the contain, so that if I'm creating a new role called the change coordinator, I can say if anyone has a change coordinator, he can update the list as well. He can accept or he can reject the change, but he cannot approve the change, or he can bring the change back to the new state, not to the forward part. So these things we can do at these custom rules specifically, but as per my experience, we generally avoid to go for the new rules creation of the system, because ServiceNow say that if you're creating a custom rule, it means you are playing with the practice or the processes as well, which is not recommended here. You can create, still you can create, but avoid if you can do that part. Okay, so in this case, if I go here, I'll add a contains rule. Click add. If I say I'm creating a batch 6 role, I'll say if any user will get this role, he will be called as a agent admin. Okay. Or I can say he will get the ITIL admin as well. Okay. This one. And the other purpose of creating a custom role means, instead of giving 100 roles to a group, better create a custom role and put all the roles in that only. So it is like a parent role, I can say, making a bucket for the role specifically here, like this. So now if you add any user in this, if you provide this role to any user, they will get this 2 role as well. Now if ITIL admin has some contain rules, they will get that role as well. Okay. Now if you want to put, like you can see application with role. Tomorrow, day after tomorrow, when we create any application, we can give a role to that application as well, that if anyone has this role, only that person can make a change in my application. Like if you go here, you can see ITIL rule. A user can make changes only in these modules, because we have given this ITIL rule to these many applications. It means to access these application, a user minimum should have a ITIL rule, only then he can see, otherwise not. Okay, so that is the purpose of the creation of the custom rules here. Ankit, clear now, or any doubt?
No, much better, man. Thank you. One more thing, if we
Yes.
probably upgrade or apply some updates on a ServiceNow platform, these roles gets automatically increased on the backside. We don't have to do anything on plugin side or anything side, right?
Okay, in these cases, the point is come basically when you upgrade your service now. Okay, you need to do the conflict check as well. Okay, conflict check basically, suppose I worked on a file and make some changes. Okay, and ServiceNow upgrading that file with some new changes, then there's a conflict in between. Okay, that is it is always recommended, if you want to make any change in the out of the box functionality, copy and then make a change. Not in the existing copy, never make a change. Otherwise, the question which you put that it can be done in the upgrade automatically or not, this problem will not happen in the upgrade part that time. Okay, so that is the thing. I'll tell you that how you can make a copy as well. You say, Atul, you are saying make a copy. It is not like copy paste. which field should I copy this? Should I copy this or should I copy this? No, we have an option called insert and insert stay. These are the copy and paste part. We will discuss this tomorrow in the system properties things. Okay. Now, one last topic which I want to be discussed for today. Okay. Let's take example. I am staying in Pune and I am relocating to Delhi. I called a movers packer. What this person will do now? Tell me step by step what this person will do now. I said, okay, boss, come on 22nd of October at my house in Pune and move the packs, or do the all packing and bring it to the Delhi. What this person will do? What is his core activity when he come to my house?
You can create
Pack
the
your
list.
entire.
Yeah, sorry.
Okay, oh, let's like this way. Okay.
No problem.
Yes, Kunal, go ahead.
So he can just first prepare the list of that, like whatever that means luggage, means whatever the luggage we have now in your.
Okay. Okay. Okay, fine. Yes, Surya, you're saying something. Surya, you're speaking on mute. Bully.
Yeah, like we'll be making a list of what and all the furniture and like what and all the things need to be.
Okay. What else? After okay, list ban gayi. After that, what we'll do?
Yeah, we will plan for the date and all, like when we need to move and all. We'll be deciding that.
Okay. Ankit, what do you think?
Yeah, it's almost the same thing. List preparation, packing stuff, delivering to Delhi, and then confirming,
Wait. Packing stuff. Packing stuff कैसे होगा?
the luggage that you have in your home.
हाँ, तो क्या करेगा उसको? थैले में भरेगा?
The packing stuff or the cardboard wrappings or जो भी wraps हैं उसके पास.
Okay, ठीक है. Virendra, what do you think?
No specific idea at this moment.
Okay, Ronald, what do you think?
So all the items that need to be moved will be packed in paper. Then they will be moved, and then they will be moved to a box.
Paper, correct. Paper will wrap in the paper and put in the box, and then it will move from the Pune to
And
Delhi.
they will be named also, so that you can identify what is there.
Correct. Now the same concept we use in ServiceNow as well. Okay. The thing is that because we all are from the IT industry, we know these things. Generally, we have three environments. Okay, one is called the dev, one is called the test, and one is called the production. Development team do the development in this development instance. All code, configuration, customization, everything will be done in this area. Okay. Testing team do all kind of a UAT, SIT in this, and production for the end users. Now the question comes, if development do their work in the dev instance, how this has been moved from dev to test? मुझे पूना से दिल्ली जाना है सामान लेके, मुझे कुछ तो पैक करना पड़ेगा, एक तो बॉक्स बनाना पड़ेगा, करेक्ट? Like Ronald says, put in the paper and box and name it as well. So this boxing is called the update set. Update set means a place, a container which contains your all kind of configuration changes, your code changes, your custom changes. I'm saying only changes, not I'm saying the data. I'm not talking about the data. Data move नहीं होता update sets में. Data मतलब user data, group data ये move नहीं होता. Only the code, logics, customization we kept into the update set, और वहां से update set हम move करते हैं test में, test से move करते हैं production में. इसे हम कहते हैं update set movement, update set creation and update set movement. ठीक है? I'll not go through the complete stuff for today, just for the introduction part. आज हम will see only that what is the update set purpose here, why I need the update set, and tomorrow we will see कि अपडेट सेट बनेगा कैसे, एंड फ्रॉम टुमारो ऑनवर्ड्स यू गाइज नीड टू बी क्रिएट योर ओन अपडेट सेट इन माय इंस्टेंस, क्योंकि जब प्रैक्टिस शुरू होगी आपको वहां से सारा कुछ कैप्चर करना पड़ेगा.
How this update is different from environment synchronization kind of activity?
Okay, environment sync we are doing with the cloning activity, not with the update set. Update sets are just a medium to move the one change to the one place to the other change. Because when we work in the operational perspective, there's a many changes, there's a many fixes which has been deployed in production directly without tested or checking into the dev instance or the test instance. In that case, our test, production and dev is asynchronous. To do a syncing part, we have an activity called the cloning, which we do and make a sync for the everything. Let's take example. I have a small kid. Okay, he's just 5 or 6 years now. He do the painting on the wall. Now, what option I have to make a wall very beautiful? I'll put the paint on complete wall now. This is called the syncing. But if I want him, okay, beta, you done this painting on this wall. Let's go and make the same painting in the other wall. He'll take the same color and do the painting in the other wall as well. That is called the update set movement specifically. To syncing part, I will put the complete paint. I'll put the paint on the complete walls in a one go, so that now every wall should be look similar manner to me. And that we will discuss in the upgrade and cloning session, maybe after 15-20 days approximately. Okay, and that is also very important. What I can say, concept in ServiceNow, and specifically from the management perspective or the consulting perspective, because generally customers are not happy or not ready to go for the cloning and upgrade in a one go. But we have to be convinced them. There's a lot of options in ServiceNow which we can show them, and they can agree on our things on that front. Okay, so now let me stop my recording here. Tomorrow we'll start with the update set creation, and we'll go for the system properties as well. Okay, let me stop recording here. Before that, anyone has any doubt, any question here to be asked, to be clarified?
Atul, like how many of us can use your account at the same time, like to create the user group and then
any n number of people can use, because it is PDI, so that's not an issue. But let's wait. Ronald will create for Virender, Virender will create for Ankit, Ankit for Surya, and Surya for Kunal, and Kunal for myself. Okay, guys, just it is just
I think, Atul.
Sorry,
You need admin credential.
I have given, right?
No,
I
you are
added.
just...
No, I did. Okay.
Yeah, he has given me admin credential.
Yes. So
Yeah,
what
I will.
Yes. So what everyone has to do, everyone will create a user, and they will add everyone in the batch 6 group, so that everyone will get a admin rights in a one go. Okay.
Yep.
Like Ronald has admin rights. Ronald will create a user for Virender and add Virender in the batch 6 group. Virender will create an account for Ankit and add Ankit into the batch 6. So they are getting the admin rights in a one go then.
Yeah.
Okay. Now you have to be chaser to your respective person. Please create my account so that I can do the complete exercise now. Okay. Okay. So let me stop my recording here.